welcome back to the second episode of the first season of the Scent Show. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. And I have another huge fragrance haul to share with you. It's niche, celebrity, and some designer fragrances. The first one I want to start with is a very popular one. This is a Honey Bomb Scandale by Jean-Paul Gaultier. This one is, I think, in the 2.5 fluid ounce. No, it's 1.7 fluid ounces. The packaging is velvety and beautiful, and the bottle itself has those upside down legs. So again, as I said, this is a honey bomb. There's probably a lot of other notes in there, but what you smell is mainly honey. And it's just very heavy. It's not an airy or light fragrance at all. But I like it for certain days or nights. So yeah, that is that. Again, Scandale by Jean-Paul Gaultier. That's a 1.7 fluid ounce, 50 ml. Next we have a Creed fragrance, and this is Millésime Impérial. And this one is a 100 milliliter, 3.3 ounces. This one, the packaging is not new looking, but the bottle and the fragrance is. This one comes in a very shiny, solid gold toned bottle, and this one is a I would say aquatic fragrance and also floral. It is absolutely beautiful. It is marketed to unisex, and Creed is one of the most established niche fragrance houses in the world. It does have a little bit of the history on the box, but yeah, this one I think it becomes more and more rare because I think that the packaging has changed. The bottle is no longer solid gold tone, but I believe it has some gold and also clear parts. So yeah, this is it. It has the Creed crown emblem, and it's made in France. That is that. Next we have another very popular fragrance. It's Club de Nuit Intense, or Intense. The one that's marketed for the women. There is another one with the same title saying men, and this is by Armaf. This one I think is also the 100 ml, and actually it's a 105 ml and 3.6 fluid ounces. And so this one is a rose oud combination. To me, the rose oud combination is very dry, meaning it doesn't have a lot of sweetness. It could be easily worn. I mean, and anything can be worn by whoever likes to wear it. That is my belief. I don't really believe in labels like that. I wear what I like. And I have a ton of men's fragrances, or not men's fragrances. Again, fragrances don't have a gender, but marketed to men fragrances. And so again, this is a dry rose and oud fragrance. I would say this is a little bit more rosy than it's oudy, so it might be a good one to start, and it's also on the affordable side, and it's pretty easily available, maybe not in stores, but unless you're going to a fragrance store, or but online. And again, that's Club de Nuit Eau de Parfum Intense. woman. Next purchase here, I have one of my favorites, and I'm so happy to have this. This is a demonstration tester packaging and bottle by Kilian, and it's marked as a refill. I'm not sure why it's a refill bottle, because it looks just like the regular bottle. But anyway, this is Back to Black. This one is very much talked about, and I've got this because of I love tobacco notes, and the tobacco in this is cherry-like. It might also have cherry. I'm not quite sure about the notes, but if you're interested in a complete review, I'll be happy to research those for you, and also after a complete wear test to give you my thinking about the projection and sillage and all of that, the whole performance. But yeah, actually the bottle might be different from what the regular bottle is. Anyway, I sprayed this once to make sure that it is authentic, and it is. It has on the sides of the bottles those embellishments. It's completely black and has that silver colored or silver toned placard on the front. And so this is when Kilian was still called by Kilian. And again, this is just a very tobacco-like fragrance with cherry undertones. I like this one way more than Tom Ford's I think it's Cherry in the Air. That one was too airy for me, and especially for the price. I like, when I have expensive fragrances, I want them to be pungent. Anyway, again, Back to Black by Kilian. Aphrodisiac is what it says underneath. And then next, I have Chloé Eau de Parfum, the classic, 1.7 ounce. This one is just the original version. A lot of people complain that the top turns rusty on them, but it actually tells you in the little booklet that it comes with that it is real silver, and so it oxidizes, which makes it look rusty. So you want to keep this one away from air and sun. And this is just a floral, citrusy, refreshing, beautiful scent. I like this one. It's very easy to wear, and this is my second bottle actually. And so most of you know this one, but if you again like a full review and my take on it, just comment below and I'll be happy to do that for you. Again, Chloé by Chloé Eau de Parfum. Next is Reb'l Fleur by Rihanna. This is again 1.7 fluid ounces, 50 milliliter Eau de Parfum. And this one is also very popular. It's also my second bottle, and it's very easy and yeah, and inexpensive to get. Many discount stores have this. It is a little bit, it's not loved by everybody. Some say the coconut in here is too synthetic. To me, it gives off, it is slightly synthetic, but it is not so much that I would dislike it. Let's put it that way. Anyway, also some complain that the bottle looks cheap, and I actually disagree a little bit. I think sometimes it's easier to or more elegant to keep it in a simple bottle than to come up with a design that just is not aesthetically pleasing. Okay, so that is the top. And here we have the bottle. This was supposed to look like a upside down heel of a high heel. I only got that after somebody told me, or I think I heard it on YouTube. So that is that. It also has the sleeve that you can take off, and then it's just a simple pink gold box, or rosé, soft rosé and gold box. So that is that. And again, this is it's more on the heavy side. It is a lot of coconut. It is sweet, and it is nice. It is for not special occasions, I would say it is a pretty nice one. And another celebrity fragrance I got is Believe by Britney Spears, and this is just a 1 fluid ounce 30 ml. I just wanted to test this because I had read reviews about this on Fragrantica, and it's very heavy on patchouli, which I love. But on the other hand, Britney's perfumes tend to be a little bit on the synthetic side, which is why I just got a small bottle. And it comes with a lot of packaging for this little thing, which I'm also not a fan of. But again, the fragrance itself, this is the older formulation, the one with the silver tone placard on top is the older formulation. I believe this was reformulated. And this one is, like I said, just a very patchouli heavy fragrance. It probably also has some citrus to it and some sweetness. And it is nice. It's nice to have. Actually, the bottle itself looks extravagant too. Not kitschy at all. And yeah, I look forward to wearing this in the summer. Next is a dupe fragrance, and let's see if you can tell which one it is. Yes, you probably guessed right by the look of the box. This is a dupe of Carolina Herrera's Good Girl. Here, the high heel. And it's by Rive, which is a dupe fragrance house, but they might also make their own fragrance creations, I'm not sure. But this dupe is actually so good, but not because it is so close to the original, but because it is very nice on its own. It is a beautiful, fruity, floral, tonka bean, vanilla fragrance. It's deep and rich, just like the original, but it's not so close that you would mistake it for the original. Actually, if I had not known that it is a dupe, I would probably not have thought that it is. So it's called Miss Dream by Rive. The bottle is also pretty nice. All of Rive's fragrances have a nice packaging. They're very inexpensive, but the quality is pretty good for the price. So I do recommend Rive. And then next we have, oh yeah, I actually have another Rive fragrance. And I believe this is a 3.3 fluid ounce, so that's 100 milliliters here. Next, I have another Rive fragrance, and this is also very beautiful. I love both of them. It's called Prestige Tender. It says made with crystals from Swarovski. Let's see. Anyway, this one is a dupe, and you can't tell. At least that's what I heard. Again, this one is a dupe for, supposed to be a dupe for Euphoria by Calvin Klein, but to me it's actually a little bit closer to Blooming Bouquet by Dior. So Miss Dior, Blooming Bouquet, Miss Dior. This one smells very deep, fruity, and this one is very long lasting. The packaging is beautiful, and this one, believe it or not, was only about $10. So it was a great deal. And I think this one smells better than Euphoria. The new Euphoria that I tested and sampled is very synthetic. I heard it was reformulated many times and not for the better. And so this one smells pretty natural, pretty deep. Just also the way that it develops on the skin, it kind of seems to get stronger over time, which I like. And so, yeah, that was Rive Prestige line, and the scent is called Tender. Next we have Paco Rabanne Eau de Parfum 1.7 fluid ounces. It's a 50 milliliter, and this one, it is a little bit, I mean, I wouldn't say overrated, because there's a lot of people that actually don't like it or say that it's not worth the hype. But it's just a white floral and honey scent, which has been done many times. I think what made this one more successful is the packaging, and that it has its male counterpart, which is 1 million, marketed to, like I said, men. And it is, like I said, it's yeah, it's a honey, white floral. The spray is not great, but the fragrance is simple, and when you're in the mood for it, it's nice. It's not for every day, because honey, unfortunately, can kind of turn a little bit annoying at times. But yeah, I'm so glad that I have it, but I would not repurchase this. Well, that is all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment below which ones of these do you like, you want, any kind of thoughts, comments that you have about these, or any kind of suggestions for future videos, product reviews, fragrance reviews, and so on and so forth. And just let me know if you liked it with a thumbs up, and subscribe for more. Thank you. Bye.